What's up, you guys? It's your boy Jamar84 here once again. And as you can see from the title, which I believe is at the bottom now, or for what have you, this is going to be Q&A with Jay, episode number 5. It's Friday. Everybody's out for the weekend. I know I'm chilling and relaxing. And let me say, oh, this is what I want to tell y'all. Just as a random about what happened to me during the week. I went to a hip hop class on this past Wednesday. That's at the Houston Metropolitan Dance Center here in Houston, Texas. Boy, now mind you, I was on a dance team for all 4 years of college. Okay, so I was used to that environment. But boy, it has been a good 8 9 months since I was really like into it for real. So going back into that, and he was trying to fit so much. We tried to put so much in the time that he, teaches the class. He only teaches it from 8 o'clock to 9:30, and we tried to do like a minute and a half routine. So it was just a lot. It was trying to do so much in such a little time. I ain't worked that hard in so long, you guys. I was sweating. If you follow me on my Instagram, instagram.com/Jamar84, I posted a video. As soon as I got out the class, I was just drenched. I was just panting like, about to die. But anyways, y'all know how I get off topic, but we're gonna go ahead and get into this letter that was sent to me for episode 5, and she titled it "Old and Still Stupid." Don't say that about yourself. Don't ever let yourself call you stupid. But let me read this letter first. Okay, it says, "Hello, Jamar. This is embarrassing because you would think at my age I would have learned how men can be. Well, let's get started. 2 years ago, I met a guy off a famous dating site. We talked on the phone for hours, and I truly felt like, wow, this might be the relationship I was looking for. He told me he was looking for a relationship like his grandmother and grandfather, which meant through it all they stayed together. At that time, I had not too long ago divorced after 14 years of marriage. I felt after 5 years of being single, I was ready to let someone new into my life. I don't know why, but after speaking to him for months over the phone, he drove 10 hours to meet me. Well, that's why. You said, let's see. You said after you don't know why, but after speaking to him for months over the phone, he drove 10 hours to meet you. That's why, because y'all been talking for months. Like, people don't want to just sit and talk over the phone and communicate via Skype forever. They like to have, the physical, face to face. That's why he drove 10 hours. He apparently, cares a lot about you to drive 10 hours. I'll let you know that much. Although there was, although there is a large physical attraction, so he fine. I thought I was smart enough not to take it there. After he left back on the road, we decided to meet again. I made the fatal mistake of sleeping with him and ended up pregnant, Lord. Woo! Okay. I know this will sound crazy, but I was actually surprised. You were surprised. Okay. Long story short, we stopped talking and no baby. Oh, Lord. Did you miscarry, sweetheart? I'm sorry. Are you sorry? Or are you happy about that? I don't know. You kind of made it like you were mad you're pregnant, and then you kind of made it seem sad when I guess you lost it and you stopped talking. But I'm sorry to hear that, baby. So, long story short, we stopped talking and no baby. I couldn't understand why. I couldn't understand. Wait. Hmm. I'm not sure how that reads, but let's see. I couldn't understand why that in my life I couldn't get this man out of my mind. I mean, 2 years after this happened, I still had some weird feelings for him, and I just couldn't shake him. Okay, now mind you, I'm a woman in her 40s. Okay, by no means an ugly woman, but I spent the next few years single and not dating. Long story short, he finds me via Facebook. All right. I was shocked to say the least. We started back talking again. He apologized for the way he left things years ago, and we started to connect again over the phone. We talked for hours. He called me every day, more than once a day. I won't lie, I got used to his calls. I took a flight to see him, and we spent hours. 15? Oh, wow. Just talking, and we had sex again. Was the dick that good, girl? I want to know in the comments. Is the dick that good? But all right. I stayed there for about 5 days. I can't explain, but I really thought this guy was my soulmate. After I returned home, we had talked and made plans we were going to move to Kansas where he was. Kansas? All right. Go where your soulmate is, girl. But that's just, it seems like Kansas, states like Kansas, Oklahoma, where else? Oregon, they just seem so random. I guess because you don't hear much about any events or anything really happening there. It just seems random, like a random place to go. But see, I can't explain, but for some reason, I started to feel like something wasn't right. He was always stalking my Facebook and my Twitter. In the back of my mind, I wondered why he had so many women friends on his Facebook and why his Facebook was so secure. Okay, red flag. That kind of okay. That's kind of creepy. Then one way I defriended him because he got salty over something that some guy said to me, and it got on my nerves. A few days later, he posted a picture of a baby that said "new addition to the family," and I was in total shock. I gave him time to tell me, and he said nothing. Soon after we got into about him posting it before he even told me. Oh, she said soon after we got into it about him posting without him even telling her. When I tell you that this man called me everything but the child of God, I was looking at my phone like, who is this person I'm talking to? This is not the same person. He taunted me with pictures of some female he took online and sent them to my phone and said they were laughing at how stupid I was and so forth. When I say he broke my heart, he broke it into a million pieces. I gained 70 pounds in 4 months. Although I still hurt, I am working on getting myself back together. Okay, good for you. Now people will say when you first meet a person, you should trust them until they show you otherwise. Or they will say move on when you get hurt as deeply as I was. I say it's easy to say and hard to do, which is definitely the case. I'm totally with you there. The heart doesn't judge, just changes directions like that for some people. At this point, I had waited 5 years for someone to come into my life, and when he did, this is the way I get. This is my pay. Everyone will say, "Well, a good man is waiting for you," but who wants to be going through liars and cheaters at my age? I feel you, cause when people always telling you that somebody's gonna come and this person's being made just for you and this that and the fourth, I'm just like, well, can I just? I think I would rather just be single and wait for that person than trying to date these foolishness, these nobodies, and still getting hurt and having to go through all this emotional crap. Even though when you think back on like all the stuff that you've gone through, hold on, let me wipe my camera real quick. When you think about all the stuff you've gone through with other people that you hated that you didn't date, I'm sure you learned something though. I'm sure you learned something that was valuable that you can bring into the relationship. But boy, when you in them and you got to get through them, it ain't nothing pretty. But yeah, who wants to go through liars and cheaters at my age? Nobody. Not even in mine, girl. And I'm 20 years younger than you. Not me. At this point, I don't care if I ever meet another man. A man approached me about a date and I quickly brushed him off. Who wants to take a chance at getting your heart stomped on again? Not I. So my question is, how do you mend a broken heart and how do you trust again? Well, girl, you see, your first question is, how you mend a broken heart? The only way to mend a broken heart, honestly, is through time. Because there's no pill you can take, there's no quick fix, there's not a shot. No amount of liquor will make you feel any better. Like, time heals all emotional wounds, I feel like. Because I'm sure there's been a time where most of you have been out there where you've had a situation where you can't get over, where it may be, you're severing a friendship or a relationship or just some kind of relationship with a person that was really close to you, or something had happened and you were so deeply affected by that, and you just felt like you never can trust somebody to that degree. And for a while, you're going to be standoffish. You're going to not want to, let anybody in, and that's perfectly normal because right now you're in a mental space where you are working on yourself, and you and yourself are vulnerable and you're damaged, and so you really don't need to bring in anybody else into the equation. Now, a lot of people try to bring other people in to help them feel better, when in fact that's just making it worse. When you need to take some time to self-reflect. Okay, self-reflect on, okay, what, this is what happened. Let me see what my partake in what happened was. Did I have anything to do with it? Because a lot of times we don't like to look at ourselves. We like to look at the other bitch. And if you just look and pay attention to what they did wrong, then you're gonna keep making the same mistakes because you didn't look at your damn self. So how do you mend a broken heart? You just, take some time to yourself, sweetie. I know it may be hard because you've already waited. I don't. Well, you didn't really say about what your marriage was like. The one that you were in for 14 years. I don't know if it ended badly or, how that came about. But you, after you divorced, you waited 5 years, and then okay, he's like, okay, now I've gotten over the divorce. I'm ready to, let somebody else in, and now you're like, well, shit. Now this nigga's up here. Now what? Let me just skim over this key. So when y'all met up again, he was already with somebody, and he had a child by this woman. Something about this I'm not sure I understand. So he sent you pictures of this woman and this baby, and they both laughing at you, but he had sex with you. So doesn't she look stupid too? Or did she give him a pass? Or did I miss something? If y'all had sex, then I mean you didn't catch nothing. You didn't get pregnant a second time, and I don't see what would be so funny to her. It seemed like she should be pissed, but maybe I missed something. If y'all heard me say it and I missed something, let me know in the comments because that don't sound right. I'm not sure about that one. That seems like she should be just as angry, but needless to say, um, yeah, the main answer to your question is just let the time take time to heal from it. And I know it's going to be hard that you're going to be like, "Ugh, I don't want to ever want to do this again." But honestly, in order for us to get what we want as far as a relationship, we have to put ourselves out there. They're not just going to fall in our laps. We have to get out there, but we can just only get out there when we are ready. Okay, we don't want to go out there prematurely just because we're feeling lonely and such. Then you're going to end up in the same position you just got out of. But yeah, just overall take some time to yourself and make sure that you self reflect and make sure yourself is ready again. Once you're done and you're really over it, then you can go back out there and date. And I don't think a lot of people who are older want to feel like they are too old to be out in the dating game. No, my mom is 60, okay, and she still managed to find herself a man. So if she can do it, anybody can do it. But so yeah, never give up. But take your time and don't rush yourself. But anyways, that's going to be my advice for you. I'm not sure. Well, is your name in here? Well, since you signed it, I'm going to assume that you said it's okay for me to say it. So thank you for your letter, Miss Jackie. You're in episode 5. Old and still stupid. You're not stupid, girl. You're human. But thank you guys so much for watching this. And I really appreciate you guys, those who actually send in the letters, who keep, this series going. It's something I really wanted to do. And I know sometimes when I upload, my videos and I see other people who do similar content to myself, get their hundreds of thousands of views in just a matter of days and such. And I know I'm still relatively new, and I'll admit, sometimes I'm discouraged to make videos sometimes just because I feel like not many people really watch. But then, I see some of the comments that be like, oh, I love your channel, you're so funny, this, that, and the fourth. And then people who actually take their time to write me, and I'm like, this is why, I do what I do. I may not be, larger than some of the other channels are, but I'm just starting, so hopefully I make my way up and build and grow my audience more and more so we can get more interactive and more, just bigger. But I really do appreciate you guys more than I think you guys realize because I do this, for you. I do it out of my own personal enjoyment, but, a lot of times I do it for you because I know you guys, a few of you that do watch, you'll really appreciate it and enjoy what I do. So this is why I do it. And I love you guys from the deepest part of my heart. And let's see. Oh, this video is long as hell. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to make my videos shorter because I know some people attention spans just don't be what they used to be. So I'm gonna end this video now. The next video, I am so excited, y'all. It's about to be okay. The next video is of course gonna be part 2 of the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reunion. But next week, I can finally get back to how I started my vlogs anyway. And that was the Bad Girls Club. Bad Girls Club season 11 is starting. I've seen like the previews of the new girls and what they're going to be giving you. And I'm excited, and I kind of already feel like who I'm going to like and who I'm not going to like. But I'll actually see when the episode airs, and I can't wait to start talking about that. So, y'all have a lot of upcoming videos next week. I really am long overdue for another the Washington Post video. I just had to figure out what all I want to put in there. If you guys want to give me some subjects to talk about relation to entertainment news, I already know I'm going to talk about, Beyonce's new haircut and what happened with Usher and Tamika Raymond. But just anything that y'all want me to cover that I might miss, leave it in the comments in this video, and I'll put it in the New Washington Post. All right. I think I plugged everything I need to plug. And, of course, if you want me to answer your question in episode 6, make sure you email me at jamar84@gmail.com. And whatever you want me to title the episode that you send me your letter at, put it as the subject line of your email, and that will be the title of the video so that you know that it's yours. All right, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.